Okay, 3 guys at these cones and then 3 guys in behind them. So you might have to jump off the bench here, boys. Okay, we get it? Seen this a million times. Reese, jump in. Okay, so we only need Cody's ball. We're going to put the rest of the balls just off to the side. Good. Okay, let's get another team going back here. So fill in behind Reese, behind Lily. Good, and then, yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay, and actually, Tanner, and we don't need you for this one either. Okay, for now. All right, pass the ball over to Ablett. Okay, and can we pass with our left, or for demo's sake, should we go with our right hand? Let's pass it down to Lily. Let's look good. Okay, so this is real simple, and you can set it up with more guys if you want, but you could have, like when I'm doing phys ed class, I'll have half the class on this side, I'm doing this relay, and then I'll have half the class over on this side, and I'm kind of standing in the middle, and, you know, I got my back turned, the guys are trying to pick me off with the ball or whatever, but at least, you know, I can say that I'm kind of supervising everybody at the same time. So Lily, all you're going to do, you're going to take a couple steps from your cone, you're going to pass the ball off to Reese with a float pass, using the skill cues we just talked about, out in front of him in the zone. Reese, catch it the way that you want to pass it again, and then pass it off to Ablett. Ablett, offload to Cody. Ready? Go. Right, and you can see how you could have more teams in here and they just cycle through, right? Oh. Sorry, that line's raised. That line is raised.
It's a contact sport.
Yeah, here we go. Good, okay, stop guys. So, skill cues. Skill cues that we were talking about, because I know you were paying attention. What's the ball supposed to look like as it travels through the air? An egg, okay? How many guys are throwing it like an egg? Yeah, that's right. Okay, so the ball should not have any spin. So push it off your fingertips, swing the arms off the fingertips, and it should travel through the air like an egg without spin. Now these guys kind of know this stuff ahead of time, but with the younger kids who haven't done it, we haven't really talked yet about the fact that in rugby it's got to be a backwards pass, right? So it's important that the guy with the ball gets out in front. So he's going to have to take a couple steps when he catches it. Slightly inappropriate, but I always talk about you got the ball in your hand, you got to rock it up to your butt, right? So as soon as you catch that ball, you got to light the fuse and you got to take off running, because you got to put yourself ahead of whoever is outside of you. Guys, the guy outside, so like Brooker here is the last guy who's going to receive this ball. What can he do to help out here? So Cody takes off running. Okay, good, freeze. John waits for a second, right, so that Cody gets out ahead of him. Now he offloads off to Cody. Has Brooker left his cone yet? Probably not, right, so that we end up with this line like this. Okay, so let's do real quick one more, try and make it look better with the passes. Okay, here we go. Okay, no spins, we haven't been taught that, because we're only in grade 6. Good, okay, and stop there. Okay, just reset down here, guys. Let's back these cones up just a little bit. Grab your cone, back it up. Okay, here's a complicated concept for them. Now they're gonna have to go down the line one way and then back down the line the other way. So they're gonna have to, after they pass, slow up, right? So that you're gonna put yourself back on side. So the ball's gonna go down to Tommy. Tommy, you run ahead, and then you're going back to Killian. Okay, go. Killian, slow up. Okay, let's figure this out. Here we go. Right? So these guys kind of have done this before, right? But this is a difficult concept for the younger guys who haven't done it. And really emphasize the fact you got to catch it. You can't fumble with it in your hands, right? Because it takes too much time. So you got to catch it the way you want to pass it. Down the line again. Good. Okay, and stop. Good. So again, we're kind of doing this out of turn. You can do this with any group and what you're teaching them, whether it's just a down the line pass, or if you're getting more complicated with switches and stuff, it will depend on what you've already taught them. So let's assume that these guys have now progressed. These guys are like grade 8. right? And we've done some other stuff, and we've talked about switch passing and looping. Okay, so let's do switch passing first. So the ball's going to start at the middle guy. And for us, we're going to do some 2-on-1 channels in a sec that I think you should do before you try and do switch passing here. Just because this is already set up, I'll do it now. Doug, was that a question or a stretch? Just a stretch? Okay. All right. So John, you're going to cut 45 degrees across here, okay, in front of Cody. Cody, you're going to cut 45 degrees behind him, off to Brooker. Brooker, pop it off to Killian. Okay, go. And then, is that a forward pass? Uh-oh. Okay, here we go. Run 45 degrees, Killian. Yeah, good. So Tommy's got to keep himself behind, right? Okay, here we go. Whoa. Starts in the middle. Here we go. Oh, we're going the other way. Change things up on us, Brooker. Good, okay, and stop, good. So we can do some switch passing with this. Now let's do some looping. Okay, so the ball's going to start down at Reese. Okay, now looping is, slightly higher level, right? I think switch passing and looping you probably do maybe grade 8, grade 9. But here's the idea, because we're doing it in this little space, let's actually have you running a little bit on an angle here, okay guys, so that we leave Reese room to come around to the other side. So Reese, you're going to pass it off to Ablett, okay? Ablett, you're going to kind of take off on a bit of an angle here. Lily, you take off on a bit of an angle, and Reese is going to come around the backside. So this is a concept of trying to create an overlap, right? So in rugby, the way you're going to end up scoring is almost always by having more guys on offense than on defense, right? So this is how you do that. And this will be, once the kids figure this out, they'll be all over it, because all of a sudden they'll be scoring tries. They'll make the game so much more exciting than just passing down the line and everybody's got a guy who's checking them and he just comes up and tags them. That's boring. So these are some strategies where they can either change direction or try and get overlaps on the outside. This is really good stuff. Okay, so Reese, down the line, and you're looping to the outside. All right, good, okay, here we go. So you're gonna loop Rooker. So you cut over just so you give him a bit of space. Good, okay, and freeze. Now these guys are a little nervous. What do we always talk about? How is the last guy, how is Ablett gonna know that Reese is actually outside of him? Because you're gonna have to talk, right? Okay, here we go. Okay, a little louder, Reese. That's fine. Say it. Oh. Okay, he's a lot. It's okay. Easy down. Yeah. Guys. Yep. Yeah, I watched it. Good.